very good evening. And today we have connected the marvelous, renowned educationist of India, Dr. Rashmi Kapila, our dearest guest of honor. Warm welcome, very, very good evening. How are you, Rashmi Kapila, ma'am?
I'm fine, Monira ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, warm welcome, ma'am. Thanks for joining. And the world is listening to you, your greatest, marvelous, and glorious voice, ma'am. And ma'am, I know that today you have selected the topic that development of life skills are essential. So, first of all, I will request you, please share your introduction, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Monira ma'am. I am Dr. Rashmi Kapila from India. I am a motivator, speaker, and a communication skills trainer, but I started my career as a school teacher, teaching the 6 to 10 classes. And then after say about 6 to 7 years, I started teaching classes 11th and 12th, and I continued till 2017 with teaching. I had started these motivational sessions. I was given a training by the CBSE board about how to handle the teenagers, and I started doing it in my own institution where I was teaching, giving the training to the children, students, giving the training to the teachers. And it so happened that every now and then I was requested by my authority to conduct these sessions. And that gave me a feeling, and that gave me, some suggestions came to me from my colleagues, from my friends, that I was restricting my channel to only one institution. And that is how I started going out for these sessions to various schools. It started with schools, but later on I went to the corporate also, I went to the hospitals also, and it became wide. And actually, I found it difficult to take care of the two professions at a time. So, taking the kind permission of the chairman from our institution, I resigned from my job. And then there was no looking back. The society responded very positively to my sessions. I went to the schools, I went to the colleges. I'm associated to Indianica encyclopedia. They are giving me work in whole of the Jharkhand, and based on this work, I was also awarded the uh, the innovative educator in Jharkhand from the International Accrediting Authority. I am open to the traveling, so that makes me work a lot, and I enjoy my work because my work is positive, very positive, brings positivity to the people. And apart from this, I'm doing one social service also. Every Sunday, weekly, starting from 2013, I'm conducting one class for the children free of cost from my vicinity area. About 20 to 25 children come, and they are given teaching on the morality building, morality development in their character. And for this, I, along with a few people, we have a small group, and we are giving different kinds of exposure to the children through the storytelling, moral-based storytelling, moral-based activities, moral-based songs, mantra chanting, so many things we are doing. And from time to time, we bring those children for an exposure to some skit, some drama, lots of things. Sometimes we conduct the essay writing competition, sometimes the drawing competition. So these children, if you really meet these children, they are different from the rest of the group. I can tell you this. So this goes on, and I feel I go on working in the same way. And this time, you giving me an opportunity to be here.
Wow. Great to hear, ma'am. A lot to learn from you. How to be creative, how to be magnificent, and how to deliver your great way, the service you are providing to the international community, to our children, to our globe. It's so inspiring, and I'm inspired by you, my dearest leader, educator, intellectual, Dr. Rashmi Kapila. I am really feeling great to host this live program with you. Thanks a lot. Can you please share about the work you are trying to share today, that how we can really know the development and the process, as you have shared, ma'am, that topic, the mentioned topic of yours. Can you please shed lights, ma'am, on that?
Actually, the purpose of education. My
Yes.
first question is, what is the purpose of education? What is education meant for? Is it for earning the livelihood only? Is it only for earning the comforts or earning the enjoyment? To begin with, my today's topic, as you have already declared, is the end of education is character.
Super.
You may gain mastery over science. You may be able to count the number of stars in the sky, but can you control the body and the senses, steady the mind, and acquire a firm and selfless heart? Honorable Monira ma'am, respected Abhimanyu sir, and all the listeners. Ma'am, could you please display the next slide?
Sure, this here. Ma'am, this is the end of education is character.
Yeah. Now, scientists have made astonishing strides in the field of research. This is an achievement of education. But in the anxiety to exceed each other's achievement, we have set aside the humanity, the morality, and the human values. Next slide, please, ma'am.
Yes.
We have political and financial turmoil. We fight in the name of religion and nationality. What must humanity desire today? Virtuous and selfless boys and girls is the prime need. It is essential to develop the fearless young minds with 21st century life skills. Now, what are these 21st century life skills? Let's go back to our kindergarten story, The Thirsty Crow, to understand this. Ma'am, please display the next slide.
Sure. The thirsty crow. Yeah, here it is.
Yeah. It is a sunny day, and a crow is flying high into the sky. The crow feels thirsty. The crow starts looking here and there for water. Understanding your problem. Understanding your problem is the first important life skill. The crow could understand that he was thirsty. The crow finds a pitch, an earthen pot on the ground. He comes down and settles on the pot. But he finds that the level of the water is too low to quench his thirst. The crow looks around and finds some pebbles at a distance. Looking for solution within the availability. The crow thinks, if he puts the pebbles into the water level would come up. Application of knowledge. The crow had learned it in his science lesson that the pebbles and the stones are heavier than water. The crow decides to put the pebbles into the pot. Decision making. Decision making is one very important life skill. The crow flies to the pebbles, takes one pebble into his beak, comes to the pot, drops it into the pot. The crow flies back to the pebbles, takes another pebble in his beak, comes to the pot, drops it into the pot. The crow flies back to the pebbles. Now, my dear listeners, can you imagine how much time it must have taken for the crow to fill the pot? One pebble at a time. That too a small one that fits into his beak. Maybe a day, maybe more. Perseverance and hard work. Nothing can be achieved in life without perseverance and hard work. Next slide, please, ma'am.
Yeah, sure. It's coming.
Yes, ma'am. So the crow has worked hard to fill up the pot with water and quench his thirst. Next slide, please, ma'am.
Yes.
Now, the young minds need to be trained on the communication skills. Communication skills is an important aspect of the emotional quotient. Communication skill. Next slide, please, ma'am.
Yeah, of course. I'm sharing, ma'am.
Now, the communication skills make us able to understand and be understood. This is very important to lead a successful and happy life. Ma'am, again, can we shift to the next slide, please?
Teacher services.
Yeah, so here, the role of teachers in the contemporary scenario is nothing less than walking on the path of thorns. Why? Because sometimes even the parents and the children, the students, fail to appreciate the sincere efforts made by the teachers. The teachers who do not restrict their teaching to the bookish knowledge. I have seen, everybody has seen the teachers guiding the students day and night about good and bad, about right and wrong. Now, the parents need a learning how to guide the children in various aspects of life skills. For example, focus on self-control. For example, development of healthy social and emotional skills, including the ability to communicate well, be able to taking on challenges, etc. For this, it is essential to create a peaceful and harmonious family environment. It is important to develop the creative thinking and the critical thinking. Time management and organized life need to be inculcated. And above all, the most important life skill is the willingness to learn, willingness to do. We celebrate the Teacher's Day. We celebrate the Mother's Day. We celebrate the Father's Day. Every day is the Teacher's Day. Every day is the Mother's Day. Every day is the Father's Day. Not only for celebration, but for taking up the responsibility to create a healthy and sound future generation, future society. And I hope I'm able to make my points clear. May I have the next slide, please? Thank you so much for listening to me. with so much patience.
Wow, super. It was such a great way to educate the world. I'm really very happy to have this session with you, my dearest Honorable Dr. Rashmi Kapila, a renowned educationist from India. She has joined and she is working so hard to develop our education, and she is delivering her greatest speech on many live programs, on many international conferences. I have seen you, ma'am, from many programs that you are delivering, and the way you work is so inspiring. It is so motivating. That, ma'am, I know that you are also a motivational speaker. What makes you to motivate these people and to provide your service, ma'am? May I please know?
The modern, as I said, in the modern scenario, the work of the teachers and the parents has become very difficult. It is a drastic change. What we call the generation gap is actually the communication gap. Only the communication gap makes the generation gap. So I want to induce the positive motivation in various areas. May it be a corporate, may it be the school children, may it be the college children, may it be the teachers and the lecturers, may it be the hospital staff. I go everywhere and I prepare myself how to motivate them. I put myself into their shoes. I put myself into their situation first and realize and take some feedback also. I go to the place before conducting a session. I try to find out what the practical problems are there. Based on that, I try to create some activities, and my sessions are interaction and activity oriented, so that everybody is active, everybody is participating, and everybody is learning. So this is my way, inducing the positivity and optimism into the society, into a small part of the society. That's
Super.
it.
And ma'am, let me please help one person to spotlight right now, my dearest Honorable Dr. Abhimanyu Mishra. I have spotlighted you, Dr. Abhimanyu Mishra. Warm welcome. And he is the man who has highlighted your talent, spirits, abilities, skills to our international community. And he was telling me more and more about you. I got to know about you, dearest Honorable Dr. Rashmi Kapila, from our dearest Dr. Abhimanyu Mishra from India. So let us please welcome Dr. Abhimanyu Mishra. Let us please hear from his voice. Can you please share your introduction, Dr. Abhimanyu Mishra?
Good evening, one to all present here. Hello.
Thank you. Yes, please. You are spotlighted.
Yes. Good evening, one to all present here. Honorable Dr. Rashmi Kapila ma'am, venerated my most respectable sister, Dr. Monira Sultana Poppy from Dhaka, Bangladesh, and to all educationalists, to all learned people of Global University. I agree on the fact that the aim of education is character building. There is no denial of the fact that education is nothing. Education is light. Education showers light on positivity. Education takes out the negativity, negative thing, negative energy from a human being. Then only a human being can become a pure human being, right human being, good human being, positive human being. Now here the question is very simple question, very general question. If people say that he is a good person and he is a bad person, Why people say that that person is good and that person is bad? Because of their character, because of their negativity.
So I think there is some technical issue.
Because of the positivity, that person is the good person of the society. For example, hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes, please carry on. Rashmi Kapila ma'am, I can see the line is not well.
Yes,
yes,
yes.
yes.
Now it
Yes.
is clear.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm spotlighting you. Yeah, you are spotlighted, Dr. Abhimanyu
Thank you.
Mishra.
Now, here I would like to cite an example from Hindu mythology that there used to be a great thief, great dacoit, who used to, rob the people in the forest in the ancient time. And when he got the light of education, when he come to know that the thing that he is doing is worst thing, so he became great sadhu, great saint of Hindu mythology, and he wrote so many, that epic of Hindu mythology. Am I right, Rashmi Kapila madam?
Absolutely correct, sir.
Epic, like Mahabharata, like Ramayana, which is compared to, Holy Quran of Islam. That type of negativity will be vanished by education that we are doing, that we are imparting our role in the society. Rashmi Kapila ma'am is doing from the ages, and my journey has started. My journey has started, and Rashmi Kapila ma'am is doing the same journey, throwing the light, making great IAS, IPS, great Sadhu Mahatma from the ages. Even if I am not wrong, the age of Munira Sultana madam, perhaps Rashmi Kapila madam has taught the students of her age. If I am not wrong, I hope so. In any way, at any platform, I am sure, I bet that my honorable Dr. Rashmi Kapila ma'am has taught the person, the global university European head madam. Okay, she is also one of the students like Munira Sultana madam. And it is education. The aim of education is character building. If we have no character, then what I can say, that we have no education. An educated person, I am not saying that an illiterate person, those who have not gone at any school, at any college, they have not character. They have also character. But my dear honorable sister, life itself is the biggest book. Only school and only colleges are not responsible to teach education. Life itself is the biggest book, okay, and our society itself is a university. I am fed up. So many people are giving message, why you are not picking my phone. Yes. There goes a popular saying in Hindi that जिसके पास इल्म नहीं होता है, उसके पास कुछ भी नहीं होता है. And those who are blessed with education, they are supposed to be the richest person of the society. For example, if I am educated, If I have taken quality education, that education has value. It doesn't mean that I have a degree of MA, BA, PhD. Okay, I will not say that that person is educated. Real education, quality education from the, from the first day of when he came on this earth, his mother is also his or her teacher. If he has got good education, then that person will become Mother Teresa, Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Dr. Rashmi Kapila, Dr. Munana ma'am, who is giving positivity to the society. I will say, I am saying, and I will say at every platform, at any time, in front of anyone, I will say, and I am saying these lines. You people are making, you people are creating the positive world, positive part of the society, and educating the world with your knowledge, with your wisdom. Once again, I am saying that there is no denial of the fact that the aim of education is character building.
Super, wonderful, marvelous, and so victorious leaders are here. Rashmi Kapila ma'am, I'm spotlighting you right now. I want to know one thing, that in this pandemic period, we have seen that so many negative, even self-limiting belief, ma'am. So can you please guide our world that how they can be inspired and how to deal with this negative emotion that we often feel that we are not good enough, nobody loves me, I am not capable of doing a great thing, I am not a leader, many things going on inside of human brain and mind. How to deal with these own self-limiting belief, and when our own people like relatives, family members, they are not helping us, how we can make ourselves positive. And when the situation like coronavirus or any kind of ma'am, that health damage can be there, how we can help ourselves at that challenging time. Can you please shed great light, ma'am? Dr. Rashmi Kapila ma'am.
Sure, ma'am. I'll try my best. Actually, there is a very well-known saying that we can consider a glass half full or half empty. So as far as this pandemic situation is concerned, here also, there are so many negative things we talk about. But if we focus on the positive things, they are also unending, uncountable. The first thing that has happened is that the families have come together. We have started living together with our children, with our parents. There used to be a time when mother was also busy, father was also busy, going out, rushing to the school, to the college, to the office. Everybody is going and the whole family is separated. Now we are united. If we see it positively, we can enjoy time. The next thing is we have started eating the homemade food.
Great.
We were all taking food from the restaurants because we were busy. We wanted to pamper ourselves. But now we are cooking, making, the best ingredient for making a food is the ingredient of your love that a mother puts into it. So this
True.
is one thing that has happened. Another thing, the pollution has gone. During the pandemic time, pollution has reduced. And one more thing has happened. We have got so much of time. We are able to spend time with nature, listening to the sounds of nature. You sit at one corner of your house and you hear the chirping of the birds in the morning. You hear when it is raining, you hear. Otherwise, we have no time to
True.
enjoy the nature also. And this is one thing that is actually distorting our personality when we are not spending time with our own people, when we are not able to pay attention to the nature, when we are not able to know what we are eating, we are just filling up. the belly, filling up the stomach. Now is the time we can think and plan about the balanced diet, do exercises, have a balanced life. So there are so many things that have happened which are positive and very optimistic. It is not corona. Now corona, fear, that fear also has to go. When you are feeling physically fit, do some yoga, do some exercises, be positive, think positive, corona will not attack you. That is my personal experience. Thank you.
Awesome. Loved it. Now I can connect Dr. Abhimanyu Mishra, sir. I have some question to Abhimanyu Mishra, sir. Are you here, Dr. Abhimanyu Mishra, sir? Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Dr. Abhimanyu Mishra, sir, I have one question that often
Hello.
yeah. Often I have seen you that you are helping so many people, you are inspiring, you are telling that they are so great, right? Like Dr. Rashmi Kapila is also agreed. So Abhimanyu Mishra, sir, what is the secret of this power, that energy, that positivity?
Yes.
Can you please share that you are helping
Secret.
a lot of people and inspiring also?
There is nothing secret, but if you are good people, my thinking is that if you are good people, if you want to learn something, okay, if you want to learn something, and first of all, be obedient. So that is why I am respecting my senior. I am following the words of my senior. I am trying to learn from everyone, no matter whether he or she is my junior, whether he or she is my senior, from anyone. I try to learn and I try to give respect, because I know that I am in between supreme, I am in between intellectuals. I am in between human being. If I am a human being, it means that what are the things that I expect from others, that I have to do others. Okay. There goes a popular saying, my honorable sister, that do unto others as you would have others do unto yourself. Okay, आप दूसरों के साथ ठीक वैसा ही व्यवहार करो जैसा आप उनसे आप अपने लिए एक्सपेक्ट करते हो। आप सोचते हो कि तुलसी ये कि सार दुल की स्वांग करी कुकर की करतूत तुलसी तापेर चाहिए कीरति विजय विभूति। मतलब कि शेर की जैसा रूप कर लिए लोगों को कि सार दुल की स्वांग करी, रूप ऐसा बनाए हैं कि एकदम शेर की तरह, कुकर की करतूत, काम जो है कुत्ते की तरह, तुलसी तापेर चाहिए, खूब नाम भी चाहिए, कीरति विजय विभूति, काम आपका सबसे बेकार। क्या हो गया भाई? Hello?
Yeah. I can
Yes.
see you.
So these are the things. I hope that if I expect that others should respect me, so why not I should respect others? Because they are also human beings. Who has given me right to insult, to say bad word to others? Who has given me right? No one. So that is why I have followed the path that God has made. I have followed the path that God had shown. I have followed the path of education. So that is why I have my honorable sister, Monira Sultana ma'am, Dr. Rashmi Kapila ma'am, Naveen Tosniwal sir, okay, and all learned people of India, Bangladesh, and all over the world.
Superb. Great. Actually, Dr. Abhimanyu Mishra sir inspired so many people all over the world. I know that he's helping a lot. Ma'am, one question I have for you, that often we see that people judge another people, right? That what kind of clothes they are wearing, like what kind of man they are, like social background, many things. Ma'am, people often judge in in a negative way, not inspiring of course, but to humiliate them. Why it is happening, ma'am? Do we have really the power to judge anyone? because what sort of situation they are having, we do not have any clear idea, but we judge and we misunderstand and even we mock, we criticize without knowing that this criticism is hurting a lot. Can you please shed some great light on that part, ma'am? Criticism. How to help on that?
Criticism actually comes from lack of experience. If you yourself tread on a way where you have faced the difficulties, you have reached a particular point successfully, naturally you have gone through ups and downs, good and bad, you will know how difficult it is to achieve something. It is not coming on a platter to anybody. One has to earn it. One has to work for it, work hard for it. So if we want to eradicate that kind of society, those kind of people who criticize and who judge people, we have to spread the creativity among the people. We have to have the educators who create, everybody has some talent within them that has to be tapped, that has to be developed and grown. So if we are creative minded, then we will never be doing the criticism. So this is very important. With the life skills, we need to create the creativity among the people. Then they will not judge people, then they will not criticize people. Rather, they will realize that if somebody has reached to a point, maybe small, maybe far, maybe near, one has really worked on it and then it has been achieved.
Super.
Thank you.
It was so eye-opening. Now here we have Navin Toshniwal sir from India. Navin Toshniwal sir, can you please come on the screen if it is possible from your side? Navin Toshniwal, great person who is helping our international community to learn about graphotherapy. He is a graphotherapy specialist. I don't know that Rashmi Kapila ma'am, you know him or not. Navin Toshniwal sir, actually, he is helping us to motivate to write every day for at least 5 minutes. And even he can analyze his personality, characteristic through the form of writing. The strokes, he can analyze the personality, and he can advise also how to develop their personality in more elaborative format. And before meeting a person, you can understand their real personality after reviewing the writing. So it's so interesting. I don't know that Navin Toshniwal sir is available or not, but of course, so we can hear from him. Navin Toshniwal sir?
Yeah, I am here. Actually, you sent me the link. By chance, I logged in.
Thank you so much for joining, sir. Can you please share that how you are helping that Dr. Rashmi Kapila ma'am just mentioned that through creativity, we can help and encourage positivity. And I know that you are helping our people through graphotherapy, graphoanalysis, or graphology. Can you please share, sir, so that we can all learn on live, sir?
Okay, I will tell you briefly because I'm not prepared today. I was not expecting this meeting, but anyway, I will just tell you in brief.
Sure.
Graphoanalysis is the science where we are able to analyze the character of a person, personality of a person through the strokes in the handwriting. This is what is graphoanalysis. See, remember, this is one step ahead of graphology. Graphology is simply comparing two handwritings, whether they belong to the same person. And it is used for, like detecting frauds in the bank or similar activities where graphologists are appointed to do this. Graphoanalysis is actually character reading through the strokes of the handwriting, whereby we are able to accurately assess the character of a person, the nature of a person. And now the most important part is the therapy. how we can actually change ourselves simply by changing some small strokes in our handwriting. And the result is amazing. Within 3 weeks, you will be able to see the result if you are able to properly do the therapy as guided. And there is nothing to worry. A lot of people get worried, that we don't write these days. And it's a fact also. We are all on computers, on text. We hardly write. And I will be honest with you, even I have not written for the last 2 years. So because we don't write, the practice time required for therapy is only 5 minutes a day. That's all. And
Wow.
if you dedicatedly do that practice, you will change in 3 weeks. And I will give my example why I did my own therapy. I was invited by ISB Hyderabad. It is a very prestigious MBA institute. See,
Wow.
I am not a good orator. I know my subject, but I was not confident of addressing 500,000 people at a time. So I didn't know what to do, but I did my own therapy. I practiced some strokes for 2 weeks before going to ISB so that I can build up my confidence to face 500,000 people at a time. And that helped me. And by God's grace, the event went very well and people appreciated the knowledge which we were trying to share.
Wow.
So,
Sir, I have a question. Can you please help me and Dr. Rashmi Kapila ma'am and all over our people, international community, those who are learning and listening from this platform. Sir, the question is that writing and it is helping to build positive personality. And what is the connection between writing and this psychological thing, sir, that helps us to grow more in a positive form? So can you please explain in a bit, sir, in a summary, and can you please highlight the points, sir? How it can help, sir?
You mean to say how we can help through graphotherapy?
Graphotherapy and writing and this positivity to encourage people, sir.
Yeah, see, it's very simple. When we do someone's analysis, we are able to identify both the positive traits and the negative traits. For example, a person will have, say, very positive traits. A person is very ambitious. That's a positive trait. But then it may be clubbed up with another trait where the goals are not defined. A person wants to do something in life, but not clear about what he wants to do. So then that clarity of the goals is not there in the strokes of the handwriting.
Okay.
Right? That is one thing. Secondly, suppose a person is creative, very creative person, but not using the creativity to the full extent. Talents are being wasted.
Okay.
So the positive traits are not able to come out because of some small hitch which is keeping him back. So these are the things where the person can be helped to change the strokes. And if a person's goals are not defined, maybe the willpower is less, determination is less. So that stroke will help to change that person, change the mindset of the person so that he is able to targetedly and specifically work on what they want to do. So it goes like this. It's a therapy.
If I have understood, sir, your point that when we intentionally work on our stroke of writing, that gives a signal to our subconscious mind that I am trying to develop my skills. I'm trying to work on my abilities, my talents, my creativity to flourish more. Is it, sir?
That's very right. It actually sends reverse signals. See, just the way when we are writing something, it is a reflection of our mind. So when we consciously change our strokes, it sends reverse signals to our subconscious to change us. That is what therapy is, and that is the most interesting part of the science. And then I will now share something very honestly with you. See, this is not something which I do for money.
Okay.
It is my passion. Why I am pursuing this passion for the last 20-25 years, maybe more, because the results are coming. Suppose I give you therapy
Mhm.
And you will come back to me after 1 month and you will say, no, my time has been wasted. Every day I'm writing, I don't find any change in myself.
Mhm.
If this sort of feedback I receive from 2-3 people, I would have given up this. Why I should pursue? But the very fact that the results are coming and people are appreciating the results which
Okay,
come through it, that is the reason I'm pursuing it.
super. Marvelous. And I have seen Dr. Rashmi Kapila that Navin Tushniwal sir's news and this analysis was spreading like a boom, like electricity, that even he is speaking to Bangladesh media, Indian media, and a lot of other, like he's helping to European countries also through this creativity. And Dr. Rashmi Kapila, if I know something, that I have a question, that why our academic institution, they are not helping our children to identify their talents, their abilities and skills. Can you please share about this point, ma'am?
Basically, the education system in our country is based on rote learning. Rote learning, same kind of lessons, learning the answers, writing down examination, and then forgetting about it. It needs a different kind of teaching where the practical things have to be done more with the children. But again, another problem is that the large number of students, the ratio between the teacher of each class and the student is very large. Like for tapping and developing the creativity in a student, a teacher needs to have not more than 15 to 20 students in a class, but there are many more than 40 in a class. So this is a practical problem the teachers are facing, not that they are not willing to do, not that they are not capable to do. They are capable enough to do, they have all the idea, they are all learned people, but this practically conducting the classes, completing the course, evaluation, making the, so this everything, the paperwork takes a lot of time. So if they are reduced, some system is created where they are reduced with the number of children, each teacher, then definitely they can hunt on their own talent, how
True.
to work better with their children. So I think they are overloaded. And this again, we cannot blame anybody with such a large population in our country. They have to, like everybody should be given at least some literacy and education. So this is my point.
Opinion. Okay, ma'am, you are conducting your learning session also, that like weekly basis, you have told me that. So ma'am, what is the age group of your learners?
We have 3 groups. One is starting from class year 6th year. But nowadays, because children are very smart, we have started taking the 4-year children also. One group is 4 to 8. And then we have the second group. Second group is from 9 to 12, and then up to 16 years is the third group. And we have different curriculum, we have different activities. Everything is very systematically being done. We have an organization behind us, training us formally for doing this. I will name that organization. It is Shri Satya Sai Seva Organization. So the name of the organization itself is Seva Organization. So we are doing everything free of cost. And this one is especially the most important work of this organization is to do the development of the children. So we the gurus, we are called the gurus. We are given a formal training by our seniors. We are given a curriculum. Of course, our innovative ideas we can apply, but we have to follow the curriculum.
How many students are there, ma'am?
In Jharkhand, total Jharkhand, we have I think maybe more than 300-400 people. I don't have idea, but in our Ranchi we have 25 children.
Ma'am, are you conducting that session online, ma'am?
Yeah. Since the Corona time, we have started doing it online. Otherwise, we will doing it on in the physically in our home. We used to change the drawing room mm, into a
Mhm.
classroom. Every Sunday it was conducted, and now also we are doing it on Sundays. But of course, there are some limitations with the online classes. The kinds of activities we are giving them are different. We have to plan in a different way, and those physical classes used to be very interesting. And here
Mhm.
also we are trying to make it interesting, no doubt. But of
Which
course, there
type
are
of subjects you are providing, ma'am? Which kind of lesson you are helping them?
we are giving them the moral based storytelling, where they learn some story. Then not only the narration of the story, after the narration we ask the children to narrate the story. It goes this way, like one part of the story is narrated by a student, then the
Mhm.
next part by another student, next, then the analysis by 2 3 students. In this way they get the exposure, they get the confidence, they speak out. We have had a girl with us who was so shy she would not even utter her name, and in 3 months time she was reciting the mantras in a public place with two of her colleagues, two of more friends. So this is the kind of changes we have found. There used to be a girl who was not obedient, not listening to her parents. With these moral based, activity based, group singing, group chanting, these kinds of techniques we apply for our classes, and we see changes in the children. I'm assuring you, telling you that if you meet our children, you will find that they
Okay.
are different, very well behaved, cultured. They know the value of gratitude to their parents, gratitude to their teachers and gurus, gratitude to the nature, gratitude to the God. They are all filled up. These kinds of characteristics have been inculcated into them.
Okay.
It happens, yeah. Yes,
Great.
ma'am.
Dr. Rashmi Kapila, ma'am, I have one request that as a, I don't know whether you are aware about it, we are helping, we have got the target to help 100 million students in upcoming time. How? In writing, to make them author or writer, like publication in magazine or their own story, to make them author publicly, globally, number one. Second is to help them speaking, to develop their speaking capacity, to make them anchor or presenter or moderator. This is second. And third, developing vocabulary skills. So
Yeah.
3 steps. I think you will of course be agreed that it can help a student a lot and learn a
Definitely.
lot and inspire a lot. So, ma'am, I am requesting you, please specify a time event to organize their talents, to invite them on live like this session where they can get a platform to discover their talent, and many gurus can help them that yes, you are really making yourself develop, you are really shining, you are doing good. They should take some positive comments from real gurus like you. So can we please organize this program, ma'am? What do you say?
Yes, anytime.
Okay,
I would
so
love to do it.
I will request you. We have our own platform, ma'am. I will involve you there. I will include you there so that you can organize. And please note that, ma'am, it is a global platform, not Bangladesh based or Indian based. We have many educators from different countries. And ma'am, one more thing, we want to also host the cross-cultural exchanging program. Like Indian students, if they are meeting the same classes friends from different countries students, it will be interesting, interacting, and also growing, ma'am. Don't
Yeah.
you think so? We help.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
should
yeah.
help.
This will be a different kind of exposure for, means a wider exposure to that child if he's given that kind of a chance.
Sure. So, ma'am, I'm requesting you, please fix a date. And of course, the recurring event, we can make it or conduct it in a weekly basis or fortnightly, whatever suits your schedule, so that we can help them to have global exposure. They can identify their talent. Yes, I'm good at writing. Yes, I'm good at speaking. Yes, I know many words, and they will be encouraged and motivated on live program. It will be helpful.
Sure. I would love my children to come forward. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
giving this thought.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining this program. And Navin Toshniwal sir, we will request your presence. Our Dr. Rashmi Kapila ma'am will invite our children, and I will also include many children and many learned gurus like you and Dr. Rashmi Kapila, so that our children can be motivated and inspired to build their talent, to see from the limited boundary which they are having at present time. Navin Toshniwal sir, please be
Yeah, what I
available.
would suggest is, Rashmi ji, you
Yes,
can
sir.
organize a session for the teachers and parents, not
Okay.
the children.
Right.
Because see, if we improve as teachers and parents, don't you think that will have a very positive impact on the children?
Definitely. We will pass on whatever we have learned, we know. I
Yeah,
agree.
and secondly, you know, this science is applicable for people only above the age of 13.
Okay.
Below the age of 13, the handwriting is not set as per our mind, so we cannot do any therapy or analysis for small children.
Okay.
We were trying to say that to develop the talents of the students, we will organize that program.
Yeah,
And
sure.
for parents and educators, ma'am, as you know, train the trainers program and parenting session also I have discussed with you. We will host that program.
Right.
And Navin Toshniwal sir can shed his light about graphotherapy there. So thanks a lot for joining us within shortest of notice, and you are great. You are super motivating, great learned gurus from India. I'm really happy to host this program on live. Thank you so much once again. Please accept my gratitude from Dhaka, Bangladesh. This is Munira Sultana signing out. Stay tuned. Take care. Assalamu alaikum. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.